We are having a lesson of substitution and income effects of a fall in the price of a normal good. In our last lesson, we talked about the consumer equilibrium of a good, which is a normal one, and consumer will reach to the equilibrium point where his affordability line or budget line is making a tangency condition with the highest attainable indifference curve. So that is our consumer equilibrium. We also studied about income consumption curve. Like when our consumer income is going to increase, how will he change the consumption of a good which is a normal one and an inferior one. We also studied the consumption pattern of a good when price of the commodity has changed or decreased. When price decreases, the consumer will increase the consumption of that commodity. Now that is a normal good is that good which is having positive relationship with income. Like income of the consumer is going to increase, we will have increase in the demand of a normal good. And normal good is also having a downward sloping demand curve for the consumer. When its price goes down, the consumer will buy more of that commodity as it is a downward sloping demand curve of that commodity. Okay. Now this fall in price effect, when price of a normal good decreases, this is having two effects. One is called the substitution effect, another is called income effect. Substitution means what? Substitution means whenever price of commodity decreases, it will become relatively low price, cheaper than another good. Suppose X price has gone down, so consumer will consider that X has become relatively cheaper than commodity Y where price hasn't changed. So he will substitute Y with X. So how many units he is going to decrease the consumption of Y in order to increase the consumption of X? That will tell us the substitution effect of the fall in price of commodity X, which is a normal good. Now we also see movement along the indifference curve, that is called the substitution of one good with another. And the slope of indifference curve we studied, that is called MRS, or marginal rate of substitution. Okay. Now the movement along the previous indifference curve due to the change in the price of the commodity. If price of commodity X is going to decrease, the movement along the indifference curve will show us the substitution effect of the price change. And whenever we see what is the income effect, when price of a commodity decreases, the real income of consumer will increase. Real income means what? His affordability, her affordability in real terms to buy more units of a commodity will increase. Therefore, due to increase in real income, if he buys more of the same commodity, that is called income effect. So when real income of consumer increases and he buys more of that commodity, that good will be called a normal good. So in other words, the substitution effect of a normal good is positive, and its income effect will also be positive when its price goes down. So we say when both the effects, substitution and income effects, are positive, we say this good is a normal good. Now I'm diagrammatically I am going to explain it, how to analyze the consumer behavior due to fall in price of a normal good. Okay. Remember or recall your knowledge about budget line and indifference curve. This is the budget line. So this budget line shows us the affordability of consumers within given income and the prices of X and Y. So any point beyond this budget line cannot be afforded by consumer. So all the points lying along this budget line are equally affordable to the consumer. So there is a map of indifference curve available. There is a map. Consumer cannot afford these indifference curves which are lying above his budget line. He can afford the bundle of consumption of the two goods when he is going to have the tangency condition. What is this? Exactly. This is equilibrium 1, where tangency condition is achieved. So we have this tangency condition of the consumer where his budget line is making the tangency condition with the highest attainable indifference curve. So this point will show us the consumer equilibrium at given income level and prices. This is X1. Suppose he is consuming 3 units of X at this price level. Now, if price of X goes down, what happens? His budget line will have pivotal shift. Now, more of X can be afforded by the consumer if he spends all his income on commodity X. Previously, he was consuming 6 units over here. Now, he is able to buy 12 units with at zero quantity of Y. Now, finally, there is a map available. Finally, consumer is consuming at new indifference curve 2. This is his new equilibrium point. So I can say here he consumes 8 units of X. This is, I can say, X3. Okay, consumer moves from X1 to X3. This is the total effect. He is increasing the consumption of commodity X by 5 units. 5 units, that is the total effect of the fall in price of commodity X. Now we will divide this total effect of fall in price into 2 effects. One is the substitution effect, another is the income effect. In order to see the substitution effect, if consumer is consuming along his previous indifference curve at this new price level, so how many units of Y he will be substituting with X? This is the substitution effect. In order to approach his previous indifference curve at new price level, we take away the increase in the real income of the consumer. If we take away some of the income, like previously price of X was $2, price of X was $2, now price of X is $1 or single dollar. So I say 50% of price of X has decreased, so it means 50% of consumers' real income has increased. So if we take away that increase in the real income, this new budget line will shift parallel downward. So if this, in order to approach the previous indifference curve. So if we have the parallel downward shift of this new budget line, so it will make the tangency condition at E2. This is X2. I say this movement from E1 to E2, that is called the substitution effect, that how many units of Y he will decrease to buy more of X as it has lower, relatively lower price for X than commodity Y. Relatively it is cheaper now. So consumer will be substituting Y with X due to fall in price of X. So this is called the substitution effect of the fall in price. Now, this I can say now consumer is consuming 5 units of X. So these 2 units are the substitution effect. 2X, they are the substitution effect. All right. Now, finally, he is consuming at E2, E3. Okay, now I'm saying this is E3 equilibrium. E3. So finally, he is consuming 8 units of X due to fall in price of X. So these 3 units which are increased by the consumer to buy further of X, this is due to increase in the real income. As price of X has gone down, the real income of consumer has increased. So when income increases and he spends more income on commodity X, he buys more of X. This is called the income effect. So income effect is also reinforcing the consumer to buy more of X, and substitution, this is the income effect. Okay. So both these are added up to get the full effect of the fall in price. That is total 5 units consumption of X commodity has increased. So out of these 5, the 2X are showing us the substitution effect. He is increasing the consumption of commodity X due to the substitution effect by 2 units, and the remaining 3 units, they are increased due to increase in the real income of consumer. So we can say the real income has increased, therefore consumer is buying more of X. Substitution effect says when price of X falls, so consumer will substitute Y with X as it has become relatively low price than commodity Y at new prices. So we see the movement along the previous indifference curve to remain at the previous indifference curve at new prices. That will tell us the substitution effect. Whereas from E2 to E3, that will give us the income effect due to increase in the income of the consumer. He is consuming more of commodity X. Therefore, substitution effect of fall in price of X, that is positive. Income effect of it due to fall in price of X is also positive. When these two effects are positive, we say it is a normal good. What it is? A normal good. Its demand curve will be downward sloping. So normal demand curve is downward sloping. So therefore, if a normal good is there, we are analyzing the normal good and its substitution and income effects both are positive. Then we say this is going to be a normal good. I am drawing it again for you people, those who haven't understood by this diagram. I am again doing it for you people. It will be repeated for you. Okay. Now, this is X, this is Y. This is the budget line of the consumer when price of X is $2. So he is consuming maybe at this point where his budget line is making a tangency condition. Therefore, 3X are consumed. So when price of X decreases to $1, so this budget line will have pivotal shift, rightward shift. Finally he is here or she is here. This is, I say this is equilibrium 3 because I want to have equilibrium 2 along the previous indifference curve. So when we take away the increase in the real income of the consumer, this new budget line will shift downward, parallel downward shift, to make a tangency condition at new prices with the previous indifference curve. It is making a tangency condition. At this point, this movement from E1 to E2, that is 5X, these 2 units are increased by the consumer. That is called the substitution effect. He is increasing the consumption of X. Due to fall in price of X, it is relatively low price than commodity Y now. So he is increasing the consumption of X by 2 units. So this is called the substitution effect. Now, finally, he is consuming 8 units of X. Okay. Now, these 3 units are further increased due to fall in the real income of, due to fall in price, and his real income has increased. So when real income, nominal income remains same. When real income increases and quantity demand of X increases, so it is a normal behavior. That is, income elasticity of demand is positive. When due to increase in the real income, he is able to afford more. So this is called the income effect. From here to here, this is called income effect. Like 3 units of X are further increased due to increase in the real income of the consumer. So the total effect of price fall is divided into 2 effects. One is called substitution effect, another is called the income effect. When both effects are positive due to fall in price of the commodity, then we say this is called the normal good. It is a normal good because it has both substitution and income effects. They are positive in their values. Consumer is increasing the consumption of X due to positive substitution effect and positive income effect. So their demand curve of the normal good will be downward sloping. It is normal demand curve, which shows that when price falls, consumer increases the consumption of facts due to two reasons, due to two effects. One is substitution and another is income effect. I think today's lesson is very short, but it is having more knowledge to understand. More analytic approach is required in order to understand what is happening with the normal goods substitution and income effect. If you are able to understand these two effects of normal good, definitely you will be able to understand the substitution and income effect of a given good and inferior good. So inferior good and given good, they will be analyzed in our next class. Then our consumer analysis of consumer behavior, that will be concluded. And after that, we will be starting our new topic of producer behavior, how producer will be behaving in microeconomics. So that will be our study of producer behavior in microeconomics. So by the next class, I hope so, you will be able to understand the price effects of given and inferior good. So keep it in mind that if you are having this revision at home, then you will be able to better understand this given good demand curve and inferior good demand curve. So revise this topic carefully, and if you have any question, you can make a question in my WhatsApp number, then you will be able to raise questions. Your queries will be answered, but not after 10 p.m. Okay, thank you. That's all for today.